guys, this is Jack of Infinity Gaming, bringing you 3 more endings of the Stanley Parable. Yeah, this is gonna be cool. I hope you guys watched my last one. The sound of the game is a little bit screwed up. I hope I fix it this time. This is just a little bit of a Christmas Day special. Normally I don't record this late, but I actually got a little bit of it. I got a little bit extra sleep today, and I'm not tired. So I figured I'd bring you guys something for Christmas Day on your new laptops, with your new headsets and everything. This is a really cool game. I don't know if you guys watched my first video, but I guess I'll just restate it. It's a really, really cool game, and it's very decision heavy.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, it's good.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Alright, so I'm going to be making some decisions along the way. In my first video, I do everything the narrator says. But in this video, I'm going to rebel a little bit. Do a couple other choices. For the first one, I'm going to go to the left door, then I'm going to go to the right door, then I'm going to go to the left door. You guys will see what I mean.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So I'm just going to go to the one on the left real quick. And this is the first ending.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
This is a little bit of a funny thing. If you go in here 3
Stanley
times,
stepped into the
they
broom
board
closet,
the door
but
shut.
there was nothing here, so he turned around.
I
and
just
got
kind of
back
like
on
doing it
track.
because it makes the narrator talk. It's kind of funny in my opinion.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So like I said, I did that in my last video, so I'm just going to go down.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground.
Whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Wow.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Alright guys, that's one of the weirder endings. I like it though, and I'm sorry that the graphics aren't all that spectacular, but it's just the way the game is. The shadows are a little, square. so are some of the textures, but still a great game.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
So now we're just gonna go right. We're gonna go right this time, to give us a little bit more
When
variety.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So that's just gonna take me right back to the meeting room. You can see the chair in there. I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna go here instead.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
You guys think
really, I'm not.
I think I can go in there.
I realize that investing in your
Let's see,
trust
I'm
in
gonna try to
someone
go
else
in
can
there.
be
That's why I
difficult.
don't die.
But the fact is that the...
Whoa!
Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
See what happens in the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Let's try it again. Boom, let's go, narrator, come on.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
Well, he made
Stanley
that
walked
a little
through
bit obvious.
the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and
I just
running and
took
running,
4
just the way you're
rights.
doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
I'm assuming that... Well... Alright, well, I guess let's go in this one. I don't know why. Wasn't really a decision, they're both the same. So, alright.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
What is this? Whoa.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley,
Let's see what's in here.
feel
Whoa, what?
happy. I actually feel
So weird.
happy.
It's so weird.
No, wait. Where are you going? Oh, no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. No! Oh, no. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
This is just like one of the saddest endings in my opinion.
Stanley,
Oh, it's so
let's
like,
go back to the
oh.
other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I'm sorry.
Or maybe you're just
badly
getting
now.
a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours. Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yeah, that was the narrator's voice just made me feel guilty right there.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
This is. So let's input onto this computer and see if we can. Oh, cool.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright guys, I'm gonna go to the right because I want to see what's on the cargo lift.
This was not the
There might
correct
be
way to the
something
meeting
cooler.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes.
Well, we've
this
seen this
room.
already, so I'm just gonna skip
What a
right through it.
beautiful room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
But we know that this is just leading to the meeting room, so we'll just go right past there. There's the cargo.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he
See if
wasn't
I can get
5
in here.
years ago.
Nope. This is so funny. Do not jump from cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000.
Look,
That's a lot of
Stanley,
money.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is
Her.
it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this,
Oh, no.
to reach out to her.
Alright.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone?
Oh,
No,
no.
that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Heck?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years helping improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations. Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
god. It is 4:30. I'm supposed to be having a back sack and crack. Come on, YouTube. Try it.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
What?
Welcome back. You
Frick?
may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry.
my God.
Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
What is going on? This is really weird. I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
They gated it in so I didn't fall? Oh my god. So weird. Was that gated in before? I don't remember looking at that. None of these... No, yeah, there. What? The heck? Oh, is this the lounge? Yeah.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's see what happens.
No! Why did you do that?
Whoa.
Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
The heck? Whoa. Look at the chair. Oh my god, it's so cool. I don't know if it's still messed up. I'm sorry, guys. Weird. Okay. What?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
This is really weird now, guys.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
All right.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Whoa, I don't know what's happening. That was not my game. That's...
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Oh, it's gonna make me...
exactly as Stanley would.
It's gonna make me
means
do this.
Choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Up these
all right.
Choices.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So
Yet
weird.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
The closet, not cool. Oh,
Coming to a staircase,
he railed
Stanley
off
walked
the
upstairs to
staircase.
his boss's office.
So funny. Let's see, is this unlocked? No. Let's see what is and isn't unlocked. Oh my god, this is so different. Guys, check out my first video to see how it changed.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code. Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Right on the wall. God. So stupid.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver.
I'm speaking.
Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
I'm trying to speak.
Okay, fine, you're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
What?
Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
What?
Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
The end.
Stanley, this is important.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist
I
without
really
you. You
can't tell if this is the
understand
end
me?
of the game or
Whatever
not.
choice you make is just fine. They're both
So I guess I'll just do the end.
here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
I guess I'll just, I don't know.
This is more important than you can ever know.
So this is the end of the game, I guess.
The story needs it.
Alright, well, this is Jack of Infinity Gaming. Check out my other videos. You can see what the office was like in my first Stanley video. I will post more endings if you guys really enjoy this. If you like and subscribe, that'd be really cool of you guys. I also take Minecraft suggestions, game modes and such. I will play with you. Leave your gamer tag. I play Xbox. Leave your gamer tag or your Minecraft username in the description, and we can play sometime. Also, I will Skype. Well, I guess that's it. I'll tell you. I'll post another video if something else happens. I'll sit here for another minute. Oh, right. If it just starts me back in my office, I'll stop. Whoa. I'm gonna keep playing now.
All of his co-workers were gone.
What?
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Crap? It just leaves me. Sorry. Let's see if I can open another door. Alright, well, guys, this is a pretty special
Stanley
Christmas
went around
video.
touching every little thing in the office, but
Sweet.
it didn't make a single difference.
Whiteboard
Nor
ending.
did it advance the story in any way.
Whiteboard ending. Cool, I got a whiteboard ending, guys. Now this is like a 4-ending video.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on
Oh,
his
guys, how mad do you think he's gonna get if I go to the right? Let's see how mad he gets.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Oh, man, I want him to get mad.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deep? But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So I wonder if I should go in there. Now, I'll go to the office.
And so he detoured through
This is
the next
different.
section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Whoa. This is really cool, guys. This is really sick. Wow, I guess the end is never the end, guys. The end is never the end.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Left. Okay.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Shoot, I could have gone through the left.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
So weird.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just
My
need to
eyes are
get
open.
back to
Pirate.
Who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Oh my god, guys. I don't know what's going on. Is this gonna be never ending? It's different now. Well, guys, I'm gonna end this. So, well, I kinda already did my ending, but remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me Minecraft game modes, gamer tags, Skype, and look at my other videos. You can see the changes in the environment in Stanley Parable. And I have a cool Hunger Games video. There's no voice, but still kind of cool in my opinion. And yeah, I'll probably post one more video for Christmas morning. It's a little bit of a Christmas special, guys. See you later. Have a great Christmas. Enjoy your laptops, headsets, books, clothes, socks, underwear, anything you guys are getting. See you later, and have a Merry, Merry Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, even though it's already passed. Goodbye, guys. See you later.